We are going to do a different video today, and I'm going to show you some of my favourite items that are actually dropping on the website this weekend. How are we doing, everybody? Spencer Lyon here. For those that don't know, in 2012 I started my very own vintage and second-hand clothing company called Gully Garms. Sadly last year I had to close it, and I've now reopened it in a new capacity. This is not promo for it, but this is just to let you know where I am and who I am and where I came from. But today I wanted to do a bit of a different video, and I'm going to just break down why I wanted to do this. I started to look up some of the recent videos I've been making, and I noticed that a lot of the trends and themes were just focused around being a teacher. And granted, I can teach you what I've learned in the last 12 years, but I thought, what's one thing that we all have in common? And that's that we like clothes, assuming that you are a reseller of clothes. And if you are a reseller of books, welcome to clothes, and you can teach me books. Yeah, whatever that moment was. Why not I show you some of my favorite items that I'm dropping on the website and actually tell you why I picked them, why I sell them, and any information I can give you about them. I've got 65 to 70 items on here that come on Friday on gullygarms.com. I'm gonna be really honest with you, my direction with relaunching the website is going for vintage unbranded stuff and women's wear. For the longest time, all I was menswear. Women make up 80% of online purchases, and I tell you what, they may be a lot more thrifty and they might go to different websites, but they spend on average a lot more than men do. I'm gonna show you some of the bits, tell you what I think about them. One of my favorite bits that's dropping this Friday is this denim and suede jacket. I love these ones. It just says limited edition there. But these sort of items never need to really be branded. You can just do old vintage blanks on this. They're super cool. People always like these style of jackets. The bomber collar's really nice, the button up. I quite like the discoloration of denim. I don't know why people go, oh no, it's got distressed denim. That's its whole purpose. Like I say, we really are doing a mixture of things now. One of the other things that we're really focusing on is knitwear. And when I say we, I mean me, because I am loving finding it. And this is one, Judas Ants, and I have no idea what the brand is, but I really like this detailed design. And anything that either looks repurposed, distressed, always sits with me in a higher capacity, because it looks like it's been upcycled, but it obviously hasn't, it's its design. Quarter zips are one of the most popular types of items at all times. And the beauty with things like this is that they don't ever have to really be branded. This also has 2 wins in it because it's a fleece and it's quarter zip. It's got the micro sleeves. It's a loose bottom with a toggle. All of these are quintessentially 90s styles and features that people love in today's fashion. And the beauty with the website, because I've done it for so long and because I've been around clothes for literally more time than I've not, almost. I mean, I've been around clothes my whole life because you have to wear them, but in terms of actually being interested in making a business out of it, been about 12 to 15 years. But the thing is, what I like is I love trialing and erroring with new stuff. There is a risk to it, but at the same time, it's more enjoyable to find things that you go, yeah, I actually like that item, rather than that will sell, that will sell. I know the aim of the game is to make profit, but also if you pick items that you think are really good and in your mind you know why they're good, other people will resonate with that. Look at this 90s corduroy multicolored jacket. Love this, love the hood detail. Zip and popper feature. It's not a perfect half, like it's literally just sits by where the pockets are on the yellow, and then it's got red on the sleeves. I love stuff like that. Yeah, I think about 100 items. So when we look at women's wear, see, the women's wear I'm doing is like this. It's super experimental, and one of the main reasons of what I look for with women's wear, tags. The reason why I look for tags is because you can understand a lot about the era of a brand by the tag, and you think you can't, but get into your inner graphic design mind and you'll realize that you will be able to find a lot about the tags. Do have some high-end stuff like Alexander McQueen, but if I'm being honest, in terms of the designer stuff, it's never really like something that I try and seek out. And I genuinely don't mean that because I can't find it. I can find everything and I can get access to everything, but when I'm going to the handpick in certain places, I never really look for CP, Stussy and things like that, because my whole business model isn't based on trying to find those brands, so I'm not going to actively be thinking about those brands. Again, if I find them, it's a byproduct of sourcing secondhand, and I will still put them online. However, nice items like Harrington jackets are always really good. I'm telling you, casual jackets, they don't need to have a brand. People like Harrington because of the nostalgia with the style, with the tartan, just the detailed design, you know, the typical casual Harrington jackets with the top buttons like that, button pockets like that, and the thick elastic cuffs and bottoms. A few of the bits that I've found, some cool old school Tommy jeans jackets. See, this is the thing. We can put these on the website because this is a vintage piece. It does have a few little marks that you can see. Now, these could probably come off with further washes, but what we do is we wash everything on a low temperature. So we do it on a volume wash wash, lower cleaning, rather than less items being washed thoroughly, if that makes sense. If I'm being honest, it's just because we have so many items to prepare for tilts. But look, this is a cool NASCAR t-shirt that's coming as well. This video isn't actually to go, hey, come and check out my store. Feel free to do that if you want, but this is just a video where I thought, let me show you some of the items, and this is from a rail of 65 to 70 items, a few items that are my favorite and some reasons behind why I think they're my favorite. There is going to be a little theme with the next few videos, and I'm going to be focusing on making some content around clothing, giving you some input on certain things I look out for, and maybe some more useful information in terms of the clothing specific itself. As always, guys, feel free to drop a comment if you want me to show you something, break down a type of item, answer a question about a type of item, brand, whatever it is. I'm happy to divulge into that in a full video. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay sustainable, keep buying stuff like this. You don't have to buy it from me, but keep buying secondhand sustainably and keep perpetuating this vintage recycling, repurposing, all this sort of good stuff. Whatever you're doing in your life, make sure that you're happy doing it and you are trusting the process of whatever it is you are putting your energy into, because if you trust that process, it will manifest itself into working out. Trust me, okay? Keep going, keep the fight alive, and I'll catch you lot tomorrow showing you some more clothes.